first known as the Meadowlands. EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he goes nowhere, buried back at the 15-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Bryce Ford-Wheaton. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make him cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. They'll stay on the ground. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. He'll look to throw. That's to the rookie from LSU, Malik Neighbors. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. This is caught at 2. And he's in. Touchdown, New York. That touchdown number 19 on the year. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Play action now. Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
This one intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, that's a great play for any defensive back, let alone an undrafted rookie. I mean, to think that every single team passed on him in this past year's draft multiple times is pretty hard to believe. And again, this is the growth.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A first down throw for Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's taken down up past the 35. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jerry Jones. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
First and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. So 31 yards on this play. A second big one in a row, and another first down. Now Now the first carry for King Henry. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Second down, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson looking to throw. It is brought in the end zone. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Ravens.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
That is catch number 60 for the season.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
That is brought in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They'll look to throw again. He pulls it in around the 5. And a big collision there down near the goal line keeps him out of the end zone. They'll look to throw yet again. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, New York. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's got 20 on the year. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will move out to a 14-7 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening has the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Jackson now. Going for it all. Now for the third time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Drew Phillips.
I think when he goes back and watches this film, that's certainly going to be a ball he wishes he could get back. He puts a little too much air on it, and they're able to make a play, and they get themselves off the field.
They'll begin here on the ground. The defense plays it beautifully on that one. They knock them back to the 7.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end. Two runs going in the wrong direction, and now it is 3rd and 15. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Hardy to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Jackson now from the 50. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 6. Back to throw, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The drive will start on the ground, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Nice catch here by Theo Johnson, the young rookie tight end, and I really like his upside. I think he's kind of a long, rangy guy. He's got a great catch radius, and he can really get vertical downfield. One of only 5 FBS tight ends last year, Mike, with 7+ touchdowns. So I think the Giants have a chance here to develop him and give Daniel Jones another offensive weapon as they look to get this thing back on track. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Back to the air one more time. Throw left side, that's Johnson. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. He'll look to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future.
Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Giants. Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will take a 21-7 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. A gain there of 11. Good for a Raven first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process. For a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, Jackson. There's the veteran tight end, Andrews. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Jackson on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now Jackson on 4th down. That's taken in. And he's trying to get to the marker. It's going to depend on the spot. But the first indication that he does not get there. In fact, he did not. It is a stop and a turnover on downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
Now, faking the give. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Down the field. It's caught on that left sideline. And he's got another one. Touchdown, New York. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now Jackson. This one complete downfield to Walker.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
3rd and 5. Here's Jackson. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He makes sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find... in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Fourth down. Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. Again, it's Jackson. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Nubin. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Taking off, and the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the first down. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Look wide. Get this one complete. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. This is Henry. Henry rumbles to the first down and more. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That pickup, good for 29 yards. On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. In motion comes Walker. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Baltimore. Now it's Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
Whoa. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Now a toss, running left, it's Henry. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try and run for this with Henry. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Jackson now. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's a 2nd and 6. And he's going to get this up near the first down marker. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. Talk about a volume receiver. That's his 90th catch of the season, and he gives his team a first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Back to the air one more time. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Jackson now on 2nd down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Jackson. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly, because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. That one, taken in. Touchdown, New York. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run it with Henry. 12 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Jerry Jones.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league. But what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could, and leads to a nice pickup.
He'll drop to throw. This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Giants. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants add on to their already sizable lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st and 10, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and so also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. So we are through 3. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get it back here, just shy of the 20.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in, because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. They'll run. It's Henry. He'll only be able to get the 47-yard line. Second down. Jackson. A throw. Left side. Caught by Andrews. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone, because it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and it's Henry. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson. Good blocking, and he's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will get just a bit closer. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a run going left. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll look to throw. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, New York. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will add one more onto their big lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll motion over Flowers. A 1st down throw for Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Believe it or not, Mike, there are quarterbacks in the league that would rather take a sack than throw a ball away. Remember, that affects their completion percentage. So kudos to him for not being selfish, and I promise you that offensive line, they're taking note.
On 2nd down, Jackson again. That's caught downfield by Hamler. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out. Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Jackson looking to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Javon Holland, tight coverage, and he's able to break that one up. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Drew Phillips. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. Now, faking the give. Inside the 10, it is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants stretch things out even further. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. From the gun, Jackson. There's that man again. Another catch. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Tucker's extra point up and good. And the Ravens cut into the lead a little bit. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He's going to take a shot down the field. And the Ravens will take over possession here at the 44.
So often it just comes down to decision-making, and while you understand there's going to be ups and downs and ebbs and flows anytime you're dealing with a young rookie quarterback, the reality is he wants to play well here at home. Maybe he's pressing a little bit, but he wants his fans at his home crowd to be behind him and support him. That's going to come. That's going to be all in due time. But here today, he's got to worry about just play well and execute at the quarterback position. Everything else will take care of itself.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. A quick slant to Flowers. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. And we'll get whistles and a timeout. So they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Jackson. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Now we're going to get a timeout, somewhat pointlessly called here with 3 seconds to go in a game that has already been decided. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. One last shot now for Jackson. And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much.